Welcome to the Dragon Thunder Summit, and get ready to be transported to a world of celestial wisdom and radiant transformation. Our next speaker is a true pioneer in dragon healing and one of India's brightest mystical lights, the incredible Siddhii Shah. Siddhii is a gifted psychic reader, dragon healing facilitator, and mentor of over 60 spiritual healing courses. She is also the visionary behind Celestial Dragon's Healing System, a fast and profound path to energetic healing. With her unique connections to dragons, angels, goddesses, Siddhii has helped the lives of over 10,000 people across the globe. Siddhii, welcome to Dragon Thunder Summit 2025. How are you?
Thank you. Namaste and welcome in. Today we are going to be talking about dragons, shapeshifters, wisdom keepers, keepers of the God's light, the protectors of ley lines. Who are they? What are they? There are so many types, honestly. You will hear about dragons and portray them differently when you are connecting with the Western dragons. And when it comes to the Eastern world, our eastern side of planet, you will portray them as really different dragons. So this is my third year in the Dragon Thunder Summit. And in earlier, and I'm very thankful to Kevin, in earlier summits, when I spoke, I got the opportunity to speak about elemental dragons, speak about dragons of Shiva, dragons of Goddess Kali. And today I've got this opportunity again. Let us all thank Kevin for this beautiful initiative and dwell deep into the dragons of East. Well, when I talk about them, you might have already visualized dragons. They are more serpentine with flowing mustaches, gliding through air and clouds, and the ones with husky, powerful voice. In China or Oriental side, there are largely four types of dragons that they celebrate. One is the celestial dragons, which are called Tianlong dragons. Now, they are the ones who work with gods' imprints, or they support the gods, goddesses, devas, and other higher beings. We must have already heard stories of how a dragon protected Lord Buddha when he was in meditation, the nine-hooded dragon. How a dragon, not just one dragon, in fact, I'm correcting myself, how many dragons are supporting Goddess Kuan Yin and her disciples fulfill their missions, ascend in their life, and how there are so many other dragons supporting so many other higher beings, such as Shiva, such as Goddess Kali, and there are so many other Buddhist stories you will come across. Not just Buddhist stories. Let's talk about the culture, the tradition, the religion, the belief that was existent in these countries even before Buddhism came in. There were gods, goddesses. Let's say in Japan there was Shinto. And Shinto gods, goddesses were supported by so many nature spirits. You must have already heard about nine-tailed fox or something like that, or at least watched some movies or dramas if you are a fan of K-dramas or if you are a fan of C-dramas, etc. Or even if you would have watched Naruto. Now, these animal spirits were supporting a certain kind of gods, goddesses, or gods or goddesses of their liking. So, what I'm trying to say is type 1, which is celestial dragons, are the ones who are working in harmony with gods, goddesses, and help people to fulfill their missions and ascend. The second type of dragon is called the spiritual dragons. We must have heard about this word Shenlong if we have watched any format of Dragon Ball. in which in this anime you will see that people are on a quest to collect five different balls which are located in so many different parts of the world. And when these balls are collected together, a dragon appears, and he's the one who grants a wish no matter what is asked. And the name of the dragon is Shenlong. Shenlongs are said to be dragons who fulfill your wishes. Shenlongs are also governing different kind of elemental energies. So all the way from winds to rains, water, etc. They are the ones that govern. The third type of the dragons are called earth dragons. I believe they are called Dilongs or Dilongs. Now these dragons are, let's say, ministers of what's going on the face of earth. Let us look at the rivers and mountains and elemental energies here, and let us support everything to function in a way they are supposed to be functioning. Let us come together to heal them and get them back on track. So these dragons are largely connected with rivers and forests and these kind of nature that is around us. And the fourth kind of dragon. Now, these are the dragons of hidden treasures. Now, they are called Fuzenlong or Futsanglang. Pardon my pronunciations. I do not work with Chinese as my first language, but yeah, you will understand how they are largely pronounced. Futsanglang or Fuzenlong. Now, these are the dragons which are said to be living in caves under the face of earth, and they are the ones who know where exactly some treasure is. They are the ones to connect us with the energy of earth's material treasure, riches. So I'm not talking about material treasure as to just any random treasure. I'm talking about real treasure. So this category of dragons are often found around the treasure. Remember the stories where there's a big castle filled with a lot of gold and a dragon is protecting it. This could be the dragon that we are talking about. Why am I talking about these four dragons? Well, when we call upon them, they could come in and help us in our life's mission. So let's talk about now which dragon should we call upon? What kind of help could they give us? Well, that is beyond even our imagination and what we comprehend. But let us attempt to realize what kind of dragons are there and put it in a kind of understandable structure for our human minds, right? So let's come to celestial dragons as the first category. In this, I'm going to be talking about two to three dragons, particularly that we can talk about, that we can work with. First is Guanyin's dragons. Now, Guanyin, I would want to tell you a short story of what kind of energy Guanyin is, because for a lot of you, this name could be flashing in front of you for the very first time. She is a Buddhist goddess said to be lived in China for years and years. She is the perfect embodiment of compassion, forgiveness, and love. When we are going through a very troubled phase in our relationships, or there are repeat cycles in our karmic life. Now, repeat cycles happen when we are not able to learn something in our first go, and we've not learned, and we are going on being the same. The same events happen in our life to remind us that, hey, you were to take a learning, hey, you were to take a learning. But we are human, we have that blind spot, right? And that's why we are not able to see that particular thing I need to change. For those matters, we can take Kuan Yin's help, but let us understand Kuan Yin's energy. There was one such time a dragon king lived under the sea. He had a beautiful prince who was very tiny, looking just like a fish in a very young age. Once just went wandering out to play outside of the castle. There came a fisherman and caught a lot of fish. Unfortunately, this dragon got caught in the net. When the fisherman took all the fish and had a look at them, he realized that, oh my god, there is one fish that is still alive. Of course, it was a dragon, it wasn't a fish. And where he was going to sell the fish, the market area, in ancient time, in ancient China, the rumor quickly spread saying that there is a fish that does not die, that's not dying even outside of the water. So whoever will consume this will live forever, just like this fish. And soon people started gathering there, bidding for the fish. On the other side, this dragon king was very worried and believed in Kuan Yin. So he called out to Mother Kuan Yin saying that, please help me. She heard his cries, he was one of her disciples, and decided to do this. Very soon in the market, two kids appeared and they started asking for the fish. They said, don't kill this fish. It's an innocent life. Now, a lot of people laughed at them, a lot of people ignored them. These were just kids. And that's where a voice is projected in the area that the fish does not belong to the ones who want to take the life. The fish belongs to the ones who want to save it. A life belongs to one who would want to save it. And people realize this voice belongs to Kuan Yin, and no one dared to go against that. The fish was then sold to these two kids. They took the fish and, as per Mother Kuan Yin's guidance, put it back in the ocean water. The prince soon swam back to his father. Now let us look at what all she did. She wanted the fisherman to be paid for his hard work. So she ensured that he's paid. She wanted to help her disciple, the Dragon King, and she did that. I'm really sorry. And she she worked with one solution that was a win-win for everyone. No one really had to really put themselves down. No one really had to worry about, hey, what will happen if this happened? That is Kuan Yin. Kuan Yin works in very beautiful, creative ways, so her dragons do the same. When we are stuck in these matters of repeat cycles of something that is just not getting through our head or our emotional intelligence, this is the time to call upon them. In fact, I'm working on creating a very beautiful meditation for those of you who feel stuck with repeat cycles and who want to receive some guidance and who would want to heal with Kuan Yin's dragons can use it. This is going to be my gift for you. Now let's talk about another dragon who we know as Vasuki. Vasuki, we often see him as a serpent coiled around Shiva's neck. Now, serpent, dragon, serpent, they are related. In Hinduism, in Sanskrit, there are categories of serpent. They start from being magical beings to wiser beings to the most, not most, to the wisest beings and beyond. And there come dragon kings and dragon queens. So the dragon, so dragons are those beings who are considered to be wisest of all and the most powerful serpents. One of them is Vasuki. One fine day, in his human form, Vasuki was meditating, and his meditation was so intense that he would just go blank and he could travel spaces and astral travel. So he went in search of some kind of peace. And that's where he connected with one energy. and that gave him absolute peace. And he realized that this was energy of Shiva. That day onward, he dedicated his life to Lord Shiva, helping every disciple, helping others to who connect with Lord Shiva. Now, this one particular Serpent King is an absolute delight to work with if we are in search of spiritual awakening, different levels, no matter where we are in our life. Vasuki has done it all, and he has, if you read his story, he has gone through so many tests of his patience, and so many other things happened with him. But when we are looking at spiritual awakening and our path forward to spirituality, you can choose to connect with Vasuki. Now, how do you connect? Sorry. Now, how do you connect with him? Super easy. Find yourself some uninterrupted time, dim the lights that will make your meditative experience even more glorious. And at this point in time, simply call upon Vasuki. If you have a question on your mind, put it forward, seek answers. You may or may not get the answers real quick or right there and then, but you might experience prophetic dreams within which you will get your answers. You might receive a book as a gift, and that contains your answer. Someone might even send you a YouTube video link or some other learning video link, and that might hold the answer for you. That is power of Vasuki. So that was Celestial Dragons. And now let me tell you very quickly a couple of things about the second category, Shenlong, the wish fulfilling dragons and dragons of element. Well, connecting dragons with elemental energies is our limitation of understanding them, because they are beyond elemental energies, or sometimes it could be mix of elemental energies, and it is very difficult to comprehend what exactly is this energy. So what I never do is never connect dragons with only elemental energies or only this color. Oh, it's a green dragon, it's a red dragon. No, there could be so many more aspects to their green and their red. But while that is said and done, I'm going to be doing that for the simplicity of understanding what I'm trying to say, for the simplicity of understanding how we can work with dragons. When you really will connect with them, you will understand what I'm talking about. So now, the very first elemental energy is water dragon, or seeking any kind of creativity. So if you're a writer, if you are a messenger, if you are someone who is in some kind of art form, work with water dragons every day, asking them to surge up your creativity or give you all that is required to be done. So when I used to be doing some kind of writing for my projects, I would just surrender to water dragons, sit there, close my eyes, and tell them that I have to be writing about this project. And right now, I'm feeling very stuck. There's no thought coming up in my mind. So please guide me. After taking a couple of deep breaths, I would just open a Word document and begin writing. And that's when I laid out some of the most interesting strategies, plans, project work that even I could not imagine that I would do. So, water dragons don't limit themselves still here. If you are in pursuit of empowering your psychic abilities, clairvoyance being one of them, or if you are in pursuit of working with your skin, with your hair, with your hormones, they will help you immensely well. Now let's talk about the fire dragons. The way fire power is, they will help you transform something, boost something, and protect something. These are really three things that they help you with. So when I say transform, it is like divine deconstruction. So what I mean, destructing something that's not working out for you, that's not you, and help you rise up anew, constructing something that you are, multiplying something that is you, right? So that is fire dragon's second. Whenever you're going in the space where you're going to be feeling not supported or threatened or anything like that, or it's a completely new space for you, request fire dragons to surround you with their fire power or a ball of fiery protection. Just stay there receiving their lights for 2 minutes and you're ready to enter the space, to go ahead and speak, to go ahead and do whatever you were planning to do. So that's fire dragons for you. The air dragons help boost confidence, intelligence, and also help us work with the matters of healing airborne diseases or working with our power issues. What are power issues? Very quickly putting it forward, low self esteem is one such power issue, and arrogance is also one such power issue. So, when the air element is kind of imbalanced, whether it is too high or too low, we could feel anything in between this spectrum. So, whenever we have power issues and maybe someone is going to be entering an exam, a test, and you need to boost your memory, you need to boost the way you're grasping matter, you need to use your intelligence, air dragons will come in and help you. And last, we come to the earth dragons. Anything that is an earthly matter, money, possessions, nutrients, uh, vitamins, all of these, and including our health, bone health, and being grounded. Earth dragons are also known as hermits. They hold the imprints of wisdom that has been spread through the ancient times on this planet. So, earth dragons not only help you be grounded, but also nurture you with right nutrients for your mind, body, and soul. So these are the dragons you can call upon. And the simple structure of working with these dragons is I'm just simplifying things for you, okay, so that you can go ahead and start, so that this call that you're attending right now does not only turn out to be something you just heard and now what. You're going to be able to work on these things and see results for yourself. Now, when I say see results for yourself, I'm very sure I've delivered such kind of talks before and given very simple remedies and simple connecting methods. And people have come back to me saying that, hey, Siddhi, you gave this to us. I just tried it once, twice, thrice, and it worked out brilliantly well for me. So, whether it was a matter of relationship or money, energy, or something else, I have had people come in and tell me their miracle stories. So I want to give you this inspiration that don't just listen about them, connect with them, try these things out, and come back to Kevin saying that, hey, this worked out to me. Or you can come back to me as well. Hey, this worked out to me, or this kind of happened. So, simplifying steps for you. You should do these you should do these meditative exercises only when you're light on stomach. So don't attempt any of these right after your meals. Your body, your energy should be supporting you in the work. First is that. Second is find an uninterrupted space. You can dim the lights, you can light some candle, herbal candle, or something that is going to boost your experience up. After this, the step is to calm yourself down. Is it complete calming down? No. Once you will start doing deep breathing, let every breath of yours reach your lower abdomen, you will find yourself more centered. This state is more than enough. Now, at this point in time, you're ready to call out to one of the dragons. Don't go on attempting to call out too many dragons just in one go. Enjoy and cherish your connection with one dragon. And then once you have had that experience, that beauty for a couple of weeks, you can go ahead and start working with the other one. Call upon the dragon. Now, you can either ask to give you some wisdom, give you some clarity or guidance, give you some power, help you understand something, or help you rise from this. So, your intention could be anything: cleansing, healing, empowering, protection. You can simply ask and wait for what is coming your way. Sometimes you will simply observe a burst of light coming your way, or sometimes you will feel yourself surrounded by too many orbs. Sometimes you will just feel a presence with you and not see anything with you. All of these are absolutely fine. Every person is going to be having very unique experiences. So the beauty of this is that first time you work with meditation, you got a particular kind of experience. Now the second time it is completely different. So it is going to be unique every time, and it is going to be beautiful every time. So after you've done this, wait and grasp the energy. See the kind of shifts that are happening inside of you. Towards the end, ask them to protect you, just so that you feel more safe, just so that you feel safer, just so that you feel supported, and always end with gratitude. That is the least we can do for the dragons. And that's it. Journal it. Journal it. Once this is done, it is going to be such a beautiful experience going back to your journal, noticing on so and so date, I had this experience, or I asked for this, and today I have it in my hands. Or this day I was given this guidance, and that has created a pathway for me in my life. So this was simplest of the methods to work with dragons who are ready to help you, who are surrounding us. Some of us believe the dragons are really present in person, in body, amongst people. There are countries that believe, there are people who believe, while some of us enjoy our experiences with the dragon spirits. I'm sure you will have your very own unique and beautiful experience, and I'm inspiring you here to go ahead and walk this journey. They are beautiful beings and waiting to hold your hand, waiting to nurture you and guide you. Just towards the end of it, I wanted to tell you a little story that's not true, that's a created story, but there was one such guy, Kung Fu. He believed in dragons and collected a lot of dragon paintings and collected a lot of dragon material. And he often talked about that to people. He would pull out dragon stories and pull out something. So one fine day, a real dragon noticed this, and he said, "Why don't I pay him a visit?" So he went to this guy's home. He was sleeping. So Dragon thought, okay, let me rest next to him. So he coiled up himself and was sleeping. When Kung Fu woke up, he saw a sparkling dragon next to him coiled up. And that time he was really scared. That time he just was screaming, and the dragon flew away. So what I'm trying to say is that just listening about dragons and connecting with dragons could be two different experiences. One is filled with power. When you connect with them, you will be able to experience their power coming into you. And one is just simply about listening to them. So, leaving you all with these stories and this knowledge, and I hope what I've shared with you today helps you immensely and helps you transform your life. I wanted to thank you for being with me here and sharing this sacred space. And along with all of you, Kevin, thank you so very much for creating this sacred space for all of us. Thank you. All right. So, may I take this as an opportunity to share what we do in my workshop of the Celestial Dragons Healing System?
Yeah,
Yeah,
that'd be beautiful.
awesome. So, this is a workshop that I always say is designed to be your ascension partner. However, in this workshop, I teach how to heal your relationships, how to heal money energy, how to heal all of the material aspects, or cleanse yourself, protect yourself. Then, how is this an ascension workshop? Understand this. This is not the only thing I'm teaching there. I teach to rise above the turmoil of life and work with different dragons. Now, the sooner, I believe, the sooner we come out of the current turmoil, and when we are done with everything, what would we want? What would our souls want? Our souls will crave for a spiritual ascension. It is the soul's very nature to expand, not be limited. And sooner or the later, the soul is reminded to become limitless. So, this particular workshop comes forward to help you on multiple facets by connecting with the dragon energy, working with guardian dragons, working with diamond dragon, Guanyan's dragons, and as we move to different levels, you work with Shivji's dragon, that is Shiva's dragon, goddess Kali's dragons, Mahakal's dragons, and so many other deities' dragons. And your beginning in this workshop happens with how you're going to be healing all material aspects, all spiritual aspects, all complicated aspects of relationship. And as you move forward in level 2, you learn how to teach others. You receive teachers training. You receive the symbols to attune others into level 1. So you become a part of a family where you're taught in a step by step manner is to how you perform your meditation, how you teach certain aspects, how you handhold people. And this is a truly nurturing journey. The beginning, the level 1 of this journey is coming very soon in the coming month. So, those of you who would be interested in learning the compassionate side of dragons, evolution, soul's evolution with dragons, in ascending ourselves with the energy of wisdom, using help of guardian dragons, a beautiful workshop named the Celestial Dragons Healing System is waiting for you. You can get in touch with Kevin, you can get in touch with me, and we will be more than happy to share all the details of the workshop that is coming up. Thank you.